Okay, today we've come out to the Royal LynnAnd Porter Cabin at the Karrie Golf Links, and today we're speaking to Lynn Fraser. Welcome along.
Morning.
Hi, now we've spoken to you before, Lynn. I believe you were on the first of the podcasts that we did, but at that time you had a role as the golf services assistant, wasn't that right?
That's right, yeah.
Now that's not the role you've got at the moment, is it?
No, at the moment I've been seconded to the RNA, where my role now is Open Championship Administrator.
Right.
And I'm based in the RNA Porter Cabin, which is situated behind the Championship Starters Box. And basically I've got 2 administration assistants working with me here, and we're the administration link between Karrie Golf Links and the RNA in the lead up to the Open.
Okay, so what kind of things does that involve then?
All the paperwork, we've got 15 members of the Open Championship Committee. They've all got very specific roles here. They're all doing different things. For example, staff recruitment officers, scorers. And basically we'll be doing all the paperwork required by them, recruiting various members of staff that will be needed for the week of the Open Championship.
Right, so that sounds like a fairly large job to take on then.
Well, yeah, there'll be approximately 1,000 marshals and approximately 900 members of staff that all need to be found, recruited and trained, kitted out with uniforms and such like for the week of the Open Championship. So we'll be doing the majority of that work here.
Very good. And what about accommodation and stuff like that? Will you help people find accommodation? Because I know that's a big thing.
Yeah, we've got a lot of inquiries for accommodation. Most of them we direct to Blackadders, who are the official property agents for the RNA, and they've got various properties throughout the Angus and Tayside areas. So we put most people in contact with them.
Okay, so this Porter Cabin, although it's situated at the Karrie Golf Links, you're actually attached to the RNA at the moment then?
Yeah, so we're attached to both. We're basically the administration link between Karrie Golf Links and the RNA.
Okay, so how long does this new role last? Is this just up until the actual
It
Open?
will probably be until approximately September next year, because although the Open Championship finishes in July, there's obviously a lot of paperwork to be tied up, a lot of reports to be written afterwards, so we'll probably be based here until August or September next year.
August or September, so it's quite a big job then.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, Lynn, it sounds very interesting. So what we'll do now is we'll just let you get back to work,
Okay.
and maybe have a little eavesdrop on some of the things that you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay, thanks very much for your time.
Karrie, first of all, welcome on board down here at the RNA Porter Cabin. What your role is mainly going to be for the next year is dealing with all the staff recruitment, finding temporary members of staff to work here during the week of the Open. This folder is actually being produced for you. I think this will basically be your Bible for the next year. The Royal Liverpool Golf Club, who had the Open this year, they've produced this folder for you in conjunction with the RNA, and this will basically show you all the jobs that you need to find people for. You've got all your application forms and things in here, all sorts of letters. Everything's here, right down to all your shift reports and everything for all the various members of staff. Robin Rayner is the staff recruitment officer on the Open Championship Committee, and the majority of your work will be doing administration work for him, all the letters, all the paperwork, things like that, ordering uniforms for all the members of staff. So your main contacts over the next year will probably be Robin Rayner and also Johnny Cole-Hamilton, who's an assistant director of the championships at the RNA. So basically the best thing for you to do is have a look through all this. It details all the jobs, all the people that you're going to need to find and things. You're obviously not going to be left on your own, you'll be working very closely along with Robin and things. It'll probably be quite a challenging job for you for the next year, but I'm sure it's, you're going to have a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, I think so.